welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be how I cream, contour, and highlight using all drugstore products. So the reason we contour is to cast shadows on our faces in places we obviously want there to be shadows. And then the reason we highlight is to bring forward features that we want to appear, right? Okay, so I'm going to start off with my City Color Color Correct Contour Cream Palette. I absolutely love this thing. I got this from Ross, and I am going to be mentioning this as a drugstore product because it is extremely affordable. I am going to be taking the darker shade right here. Like I said, I got this from Ross for $7.99. So I'm going to be taking this brush. I have no idea what it's called. It's from BH Cosmetics, so I'll list it all down below for you guys. And so I'm going to be taking this darkest shade right here. And then I'm going to contour the hollows of my cheeks, my forehead, my jawline, and my nose. Like I said, we are cream contouring. For those of you who do not know how to contour, for those of you who do not know how to contour, did I say that? I don't know. Here is a trick I learned when I first started doing makeup. You take a brush, I always start at the top of my cheek, and then I roll it down. And then wherever the brush lands, because you're gonna feel it go down, that is the hollow of your cheek. So mine is right here. And then you just take whatever product you're using, make that line, and there you go. But if you don't want to do that, what I always do is I always start at the top of my ear and then drag it down. Because that's normally where your jawline, the hollows of your cheeks are. Sorry guys, I keep looking that way, I'm so sorry. Now I have a very big forehead, very big. So I like to contour a lot on my forehead, but I like to contour a lot with my powder products. With the cream products, I will just stop a little bit, like halfway down my forehead, right there. I won't take it all the way down, just a little bit above my eyebrow, just a little bit. And then we'll come right here. Only because if I take that cream product all the way down and then I blend it out with my powder, it's just like legit gonna be like, now I like to contour my forehead, friends, but I also don't want to make it look like I don't got one. Am I right? Am I right? Just kidding. For the jawline, I love contouring my jawline because my jawline isn't as defined as I want it to be, so I go hard in the paint. And if you guys don't have the brushes that I have no fear. Literally use any brush you have, and if you don't have brushes, I would suggest BH Cosmetics because they are extremely affordable. I will have a link down below for you guys, but also, if you guys don't want to order them online and stuff, you can also use Real Techniques. That brand, I have no Real Technique brushes, but I have literally heard nothing but great things. Like, I don't think I've heard one single bad thing about those brushes. So I would also suggest using some Real Technique brushes. I think you guys would like them. The reason I go in with that first is because I like a really good strong contour, and so I like to start off with something dark and then I'll blend it out with something light just to make like a little gradient effect, you know? I was just thinking to myself, I do not contour first. I guess I was just really excited about this video. I normally do my under eyes and all that first. We'll figure it out. And also, if you guys do not have the City Color cream palette, but you guys have other ones, feel free to use those. Use whatever you want. It's your face. Alright, so also to finish contouring, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Cafe. I got mine from Fry's, that's why that's right there. And I'm just going to dot this right on top of that line. I normally contour my nose, you guys know about that life, but I'm going to be using my powder product for that. And I also like to cast a shadow right here, but I'm going to be using powder for that. To blend all these shenanigans out, I love using a e.l.f. stippling brush. This legit was like $3, I believe. I've used it so many times, the bristles are starting to come out. I should probably go get another one. When it comes to blending out your contour, you want to blend upwards. You do not want to blend anywhere down here. And if it does get a little messy, we'll clean it up, don't worry. And remember, blending is your best friend. Blending is your best friend. The way I also do it too is I make a C. As you can see that little C right there, I blend right here, go up onto my forehead. We're making a C. C for contour. Get it? I normally go in circular motions just because I feel like if everything blends out a little bit easier that way. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take a break from our contour, and I'm going to go to highlighting the under eyes and start baking and all that, and then we're going to come back to the contour. You guys know I love covering my dark circles, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip back into the cream contour palette, and I'm going to take this orange. This orange is going to help cancel out the dark circle. I'm just applying this to the dark circle. If you guys don't have an orange, use a red lipstick, use a salmon color. It really depends on the color of your dark circle. Alright, so on top of that, I'm going on top with my NYX Dark Circle Concealer. I'm sure you all guessed it. But this I have been using for a while. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. I'm going to be applying this right on top of that orange. I did try this with a red lipstick, like I said, and I love the way that one turned out too. So. Alright, time to brighten the under eyes. I am going to be using my tried and true Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Sand. Goodness, the moment I purchased this and started using this to brighten my under eyes, I fell in love, goodness gracious. To make little stripes right here, because I'm going to go in with another one just to help brighten it. If you guys have been with me for a while, then you guys would know I love me a good bright under eye. So now I'm taking my Maybelline Dream Lumi Concealer in the shade Nude, and I'm applying that right in between those sand stripes. So I'm going to go back in with sand, and I'm just going to apply that to the bridge of my nose. And I'm only doing a little bit on my forehead because, like I said, the reason why we highlight is to bring forward features that we want to be shown. And like I said, I have a big ass forehead, so I don't want that to be shown as much. I'm going to bring it down here to my chin and just around my mouth. So I'm going to take my beauty blender again and blend this all out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking the brush that I use to apply my foundation, or whatever you guys use. Take that and blend out these lines because Lord knows we do not like harsh lines. But to set it, I'm going to be using my NYX HD finishing powder in the shade Banana. I absolutely love this. And I do consider NYX drugstore products because they are extremely, extremely affordable. Alright, so I'm just going to be setting all that with my Sigma F37. If you can hear that noise in the back, my family's having the time of their life right now. I'm just going to be tapping that into the banana powder and then tapping that under the eye. Again, this is a Sigma F37. I love this brush for setting my under eyes. And the reason you want to set all of your products, especially your cream products, is so that they don't move throughout the day. Right here, bridge of our nose and our forehead. Right, time for baking, my favorite part. Now there are two products that I love to use for baking. My Airspun, I'm sure you all knew that one. And also this NYX Mineral Set It and Don't Forget It Matte Finishing Powder. I absolutely love this. I feel like these two they're just so similar. This one is in the shade Translucent and this one is in the shade Light Medium. Absolutely love these products to bake. I got this from Walmart for about like $5 and I got this from Ulta for $6, I believe. Like I said, NYX is so affordable. So either or would work, or whatever kind of powder you have. Today I'm going to be using my NYX powder. So today I'm just going to be using my beauty sponge. And as you can see, it is a loose powder. We dip it in there and then we tap that under our eyes. Alright, now it is time to just let it bake. And while it's baking, I'm actually going to go back into my contour and I'm going to set all of that. To set the darker shade, I'm going to be using my Ulta bronzer, and then I'm going to be taking my L'Oreal True Match powder in the shade Cappuccino. Are you in Cappuccino? Yes, you are. In the shade Cappuccino, like I said. And I'm going to blend that out. I'm going to be taking my Sigma F77. You guys need a brush like this in your life, especially for good contouring. As you can see, it is just a flat contour brush. There we go, we're in focus now. It is just a flat contour brush. I feel like you need this in your life. But if you don't have this, completely fine. I normally, before I actually had this brush, I used to use a, where are we at? I used to use a fluffy brush. So I either used to use my MAC 224 or I just got this Beauty Junkies tapered blending brush. But I'm just going to be using my Sigma one for today because y'all know I love me a good contour. So we dip it into the product, we tap off, blow off whatever, any excess that is on there. We don't want to go with anything too harsh. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take the brush and I'm going to apply this powder contour as I did the cream contour. If you guys are interested in any of these Sigma brushes, I will have a link down below for you guys as well as a coupon code. Go ahead and use that and purchase you some brushes, hunty. So now I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal True Match powder in the shade Cappuccino, and I'm taking that with a Sigma F23. As you can see, it is just a soft angled contour brush. This is another brush you guys need in your life. Again, I will have a link down below for you guys. But if you guys do not have a brush like this, have no fear. Just use a regular angled brush. Where are we? Hold on. All right, so this one is just from BH Cosmetics. Like I said, legitimately, all my brushes are Sigma and BH Cosmetics. All right, so like again, like we did with the cream contour, we're going to be blending up in circular motions. We're not going to be blending anything below that contour line. Another thing I find really helpful when it comes to blending, I mean anything out for that matter, not just your contour, but if you hold your brush at the end, it makes blending a lot easier. I'm going to be taking my what is this? No, this isn't Eco Tools actually. This is another brand. I think, yeah. This is another brand. I always say it's from Eco Tools, but it's not. It's from another brand. I don't know what brand it is, but I got it from Walmart for like $5. So, I'm going to be wiping away the bake. Right now I'm going to be taking my NYX powder blush in the shade Dusty Rose, and I'm taking that on that same angle brush that I used, and I'm applying that right above that contour. Alright, now it is time for the fun part. You guys know I love me a good glow. Alright, to highlight, I'm using my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Illuminator, and I got this one in the shade, what are you, Golden? So this is what it looks like. I thought it was so pretty. Mainly only tapping into the two like bigger triangles because I would not use that as a highlight. So when it comes to highlighting, you want to highlight the highest points of your face. So I'm highlighting the highest points of my cheeks, and then I'm going to go on my temples, and then the bridge of my nose, as well as the little ball of my nose, and my cupid's bow. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Alright, so for the second highlight, I'm actually going to go in with the Carly by Belle palette, and the only reason I'm mentioning this is because this palette is really affordable. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking this second highlight right here. And to set everything, I just go in with my NYX Matte Finish spray. I was like, what does that say? Matte finishing spray, and I spritz that all over the face. Alrighty guys, and that is how I cream, contour, and highlight. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye guys.